Okay, so once you have decreased your toes down to the number of stitches that you need, which in my case is 20, you are going to need a set of double pointed needles. These are size 1 DPNs, and you're going to need a darning needle. I prefer the metal one, but I also own a plastic one. So whatever is your preference. I find the metal ones to be a little easier to use. They slide easier, I guess. So first, what you want to do, again, this is the only time I switch from my 9-inch circulars to my double pointed needles. So you can get rid of your stitch marker, your beginning of round stitch marker. And I simply slide 10 of my stitches onto one DPN and 10 onto another. Some people, knit these on. Some people will do the last decrease round on using the DPNs, and then they have the things transferred over. Oopsie. What am I doing? Okay, so that's 4, that's 5. Again, you can just keep scooching them around. This is 6, this is 7, 8, almost there. 9 and 10. You have to have an even amount on each of your needles. So it's going to be half of whatever stitches you have left after your toe decrease. I can get rid of my second place marker. Put that away. And put my last 10 stitcheronis on my second DPN. So I'm going to just slide over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so you're just going to have 10 half stitches on one DPN, half your stitches on the other DPN. Okay, your working yarn is on the front DPN. What I do, you also need a pair of scissors for this part, sorry. What I do is I take my working yarn and I go about 3 lengths of my stitches. It's just approximate, and then I cut my working yarn. So you're going to have an end to the working yarn that you can then thread into your needle. I double knot it because otherwise I find for some reason mine comes out of the needle. So I just do a double knot just to keep it a little bit secure. And then you have, so we're going to be Kitchenering the toe. So the first 2 stitches are setting up the Kitchener stitch, okay? So using your threaded working yarn, you're going to knit the first stitch. So just slide the needle in as if you are knitting, and you're going to keep it on your double pointed needle. You're not removing it from there. Then you're going to go to the back needle and you're going to slide your sewing needle basically as if you're purling, and you're going to keep it on the double pointed needle. So you're not taking any stitches off. So you still have 10 on the front and 10 on the back. And that's just to set up the Kitchener stitch, okay? And then to finish off the Kitchener stitch, what you're going to do is you're going to knit off the first stitch on the front needle. Knit it off. And then the second stitch on the front needle, you're going to purl, but leave it on. So purl on. So knit off, purl on. Then you're going to go to the back needle and you're going to purl the first stitch off. And you're going to knit the second stitch, but leave it on. And you're just going to continue with that pattern until all of your all of your stitches have been worked. So again, front needle, you're going to knit off the first stitch, purl on the second stitch. Back needle, you're going to purl off, and knit on. So again, first needle, knit off, purl on, purl off on the back needle, knit on. And you're just going to continue that way again until all of your stitches are worked and off. And then you'll be able to go back after all of your stitches have been worked. You'll go back and you can, darn your sock, weave in your working yarn. Sometimes I just weave it in. Sometimes I'll also pull it with a crochet needle, little crochet hook, just to get this toe nice and solid. And then that's it. Once you're done there, you'll be able to flip your sock out so that the inside, what is now the inside of the sock, becomes the true outside of the sock, and you'll be done.